welcome to my channel. This is the first installment of my Halloween series and I hope that you guys enjoy it. So I already have foundation on and concealer, and I am going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder and put that all underneath my eyes. Wow, I look absolutely crazy right now. First, I'm going to take the Maybelline Eye Studio Black Pot Liner, my light. Oops, and actually I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette in color Silk Cream and put that all over my lid as a transition shade. Now I'm going to use the liner and put that all over my lid, making sure I do not go into my crease area. Now, taking Abyss in the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to pat that all over on top of the liner just to make sure that it is nice and matte. Now with the blending brush, I'm going to take color Jazz and slowly blend that into my crease. And actually, I realized I didn't like that brush, so I'm going to get a smaller detail brush and really get into the inside of my crease. And then I'm going to take a blending brush with no product on it and blend all of that out so there's no harsh lines. Next, I'm going to take a small detail brush again and mix that into the red shade that I just put on my eyes. For brows, I am using the NYX Professional Brow Pencil in color Espresso, and I really wanted to fill out my brows to make them kind of pointy and have like a really big arch to them. Now, wiping off that extra powder, I am using Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette to highlight my brow bone. And I'm going to take Jax again and a detail brush and go underneath my eyes, making a upside down triangle and making sure that both sides are even. Using a fluffy brush to blend all of that shadow together so it doesn't look like it is like a direct triangle, but it looks kind of like shaded out a bit. Now on to my Joker lips. This is my absolutely favorite part. I'm going to use that to really just make my corners of my mouth go up like I'm constantly smiling, even though I just look really creepy. So now I'm going to go back in with Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette and highlight my inner corners. Now, taking the Tarte liner, I'm going to put that on the bottom waterline of my eyes. Oh, and Daniel called while I was doing this, so I had to FaceTime him, and he was absolutely creeped out by the way I looked. So now I'm going to take Abyss and smudge that liner out using a liner brush, and I'm basically just pressing it down and brushing it down just a bit so it doesn't look so straight lined. Now I'm going to be going into the Mehron Paradise palette, and I'm going to be using the black paint. These palettes are absolutely awesome. They are water activated paints and they're very, very easy to use, and I actually got this palette off Amazon. So you see, I am just dragging down the triangles to a pointed edge down at the bottom. And above my brows, I really should have done the red blending beforehand like I did on the bottom. But live and you learn. If you are going to attempt this tutorial, please heed my advice and do the red blending before you start doing the black on top of your eyes. I was pretty afraid of doing the black dots because I just wanted to make sure that they looked, circular and they weren't weird and misshapen, but they actually turned out really well. I used a pointed paintbrush, so it made it really easy to make those dots nice and perfect on all 4 points. Next, I'm going to take the MAC Russian Red lipstick and put that on the inner parts of my lips because I wanted to do an ombre effect on the outer side with black. So I started using the NYX black lip liner on the corners and pressing my lips together once I got closer and closer to the middle, just so I can get that gradient effect that I wanted. Now going into the Tarteist Pro Glow palette, I'm going to be using the contour shade and really making my face look thin and doll-like. So I'm going to contour my cheekbones and down the sides of my face. I'm also going to contour my chin to make it look more pronounced and my jawline. So right now it looks really stark and really harsh. So I'm going to get a lighter shade and blend all of that shadow together so that way it kind of just looks like it is blending into my natural skin. So now I'm going to contour my nose before I put the black dot on top of my nose. Now this circle was way harder than I expected. It kept getting misshapen and it didn't really look that good, so that took me a little while to do. And I knew I wanted to put a white highlight on the top tip of my nose, but I wasn't quite sure how to do that. But it actually turned out pretty well. I just did a apostrophe style line with white paint from the Mayron Paradise palette. So now going back to lips, I'm just going to put some gloss over the red and black so that way it doesn't look so flat on my face. And now I'm going to go put my eyelashes on and fix my hair, and I will be right back. So this is the final look for my Jester inspired Halloween look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure and hit that subscribe button. Like this video and go follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I will see you guys next week with another Halloween tutorial. Bye guys.